Learnonauts. Today, I'm going to walk you through the app exactly as I'd use it with students. Learnonauts is an AI adventure built so that every kid, including neurodivergent learners, can understand artificial intelligence. Before we dive in, I want to share why this matters to me personally. My friend Varun is autistic. He's brilliant and obsessed with AI, but the materials he found were either too abstract or overwhelming. We created Learnonauts to remove these barriers. It's now helping Varun and kids like him truly get AI. As AI becomes part of every field, inclusive literacy for AI means future jobs, informed voters, and safer technology for all. To begin my demo, I'm going to open the app, and the first thing we see is a page called Your Learning Journey. This basically just has everything, shows the progress of the user, and right now it's blank because it's a new account, but as we progress through, you'll see that the Your Learning Journey tab fills up. First of all, let's go to the placement test. This helps this app evaluate what level students are at when they first open it so that it can tailor their experience for the best. So here we're just going to put random answers for now because we're simulating a brand new student. And the student got 25%, which is normal for random answers. So let's move on. This is a practice that students can use to review recent concepts that they've learned in the app. So right now, we're just going to put random answers because I'm just demonstrating how this works. But the student can put, once the student learns, this is really good practice for them to figure out how to work the app. And there's many different types of questions, so the student can keep on practicing and learning. Next, we have a page called What is AI? This is basically a reading that allows students to properly read and learn the very basis of AI factually. If they're not very good at reading, such as if they're dyslexic or have visual impairment, there's a read aloud button that I'm going to demonstrate now.
What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence.
So this read aloud button reads aloud the text to the student so that they can understand even if they can't read the text properly. So there's lots of content for the student to learn, and there's a knowledge check at the end, as always, that the student so that the student can check their answers while learning. So we're just going to put random answers for the knowledge check. And you can see a lot of content for the student to learn. But it's not necessary to do the rest of the app if they really can't understand it. And you can see how it shows up on your learning journey dashboard. So let's look at our first actual app that helps students get an intuitive explanation of how AI works for them. So the pattern detective, basically what this does, it helps students make associations among data just like AI would. So here, I'm just going to do one. Although there's 3 levels, I'm just going to do the first level for the sake of explanation. So group 1, we're gonna assign all this. Group 2, we're gonna put everything that we think would go together in group 2. In group 3, we would do the same. Then we analyze the groups and we see that it worked and we moved on to the next level. Let's go back to the menu and let's go to the next app that's called Prediction Explorer. So in Prediction Explorer, we see how AI creates a line of best fit to predict outcomes. So here the students have to match the preset sales prediction by changing the line's steepness and y-intercept. And it's a fun activity. And until they get it right, and they can see how well the line matches to their accuracy. So we go to the next level, and the levels get harder as the student gets better. So here, let's see, we got 96% accuracy, and I'm not going to do the third one just for sake of saving time. But yeah, that's basically gives the student an intuitive understanding of what goes on behind the scenes in an AI model. Let's go back to modules, and let's go to the neural network lab. So here, the student can watch AI neurons actually think and learn in real time. Right now, we're not going to train the model because it'll take a while, but we're going to choose an AI challenge called the house price predictor. So here, basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to change the input controls in the input layer to make an expected output price of $350,000 for the house. So you can see how the AI signals propagate through the hidden layers into the output layer, which gives a confidence in the result. So here, let's just tweak these values and put some completely random stuff, and let's run a prediction. And you can see the AI model working in real time. And here you can see the AI model has a confidence of 57.4%, which is not bad. Let's look at the last and most exciting module in this entire app. It's called the AI Training Lab. In this app, the AI can learn can learn the difference between trash or garbage and fish. So basically how this works is we train the AI by telling it what is trash and what is garbage. So let's call this garbage and let's call the fish. So let's go assign these. And we're not going to assign all of them because we want to see how the AI does on the rest, right? So let's go next, and let's auto classify. And you can see the AI learning in real time what images belong to what category. And here you can see the AI has made its predictions. It calls the garbage, and it seems to learn that the fish is a fish. Although it's not always totally accurate, and that's okay. The student can then go back and teach the AI that it's wrong or that it's right, so we can reinforce its decisions. Then we can auto classify unlabeled once more and see how it improves its decisions. Let's wait for this to load because it's training in real time. And you can see how it changes decisions to reflect our new training. And it won't be perfect the first time. The student will have to play around with it. The student can also upload images to the app. So I'm just going to upload a random screenshot for now. And you can see that can the AI model can be tested on random stuff as well that is not related to fish or trash, just to see how the AI model would do. I have two more features that I'd love to discuss. The first feature is an AI chatbot that I've integrated into the app to help a student who has trouble understanding what to do in a certain situation or just wants to get a concept better. So basically how this works is it takes a screenshot of what the student is seeing so that it can give personalized guidance on what's going on. So here I'm gonna ask what what module should I try first? The AI will think and then it tells me and it gives me a recommendation. And it says start with the what is AI introduction module, which I think makes sense. If we actually go into one of the modules, we can ask, how should I begin? Something simple that a neurodivergent kid would probably ask at some point. And the AI will give them a really nice explanation on how to train the AI, which is correct. This is literally exactly what we did. This AI helper bar is resizable and it can be moved around all over the screen as the student prefers. So let's minimize this for now and let's go over the accessibility settings that I've enabled. Because the target of this app is young children and neurodivergent students, I've enabled a lot of accessibility settings that could help a student properly learn. So I'm not going to demonstrate all of these for the sake of time, but we can change the font if a student prefers larger or smaller fonts. We can change the color theme. So I personally like the cool blues and greens themes, but this is dyslexia friendly, there's high contrast, and we'll just put it for normal for now. There's also speech synthesis. So this is text to speech for students who can't read or properly understand written text. So,
Speech synthesis enabled. Speech synthesis enabled.
and we can change the speech speed and speech volume. For reading, we can adjust letter spacing, line height, word spacing, and the color overlay. And for focus, we can have break reminders, and you can see the break popped up here. It can also You can also enable sensory breaks, distraction reduction, a simplified UI, and minimal mode. And you can also change the amount of information displayed in order so that we don't stress out our students. Lastly, you have controls so you can quickly set up for certain conditions, and this is based on real scientific research. And then you can have feedback style and error handling style, so that a student feels more encouraged. So let's apply these settings that we didn't really change. So that's basically how my app works, and that's all the features that my app has. This app is already changing how students view AI. My friend Varun, who I mentioned in the beginning, now builds his very own mini models and explains them back to me, which is amazing. When AI literacy includes neurodivergent students, we get designers who notice biases, engineers who think about accessibility, and citizens who can evaluate AI policies. I'm sharing Learnonauts with classrooms and families so every kid can learn how AI works safely and joyfully. Thanks for watching, and I thank you to the Congressional App Challenge for supporting student creators. If you like to try Learnonauts or collaborate, reach me at artofsina002 at the rate gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching.